Hi Aries, welcome to your message you need to hear for the month of, well, actually for September 26th through October 25th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to 13 Signs Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support as well if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, what's this message you need to hear, Aries? What is it? Message you need to hear, Aries. Four of Pentacles. All right, so you're kind of holding firm here. Self-preservation or your person. Maybe things are in lockdown mode. You're kind of... All right. The Sun. Three of Wands. Four of Cups. Knight of Swords. King of Wands. And the Hermit. So you could be dealing with Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, I say Viking, Virgo. Goodness. All right. There's a little, oh, there. All right. So what? Were they just not feeling it and they cut things off unexpectedly, or... Okay. So is this you having withdrawn or have pulled back because they just weren't feeling it and they broke up and kind of left things unfinished? What's this Three of Wands about? What's this Three of Wands? Ten of Wands right there. Okay. What's this Four of Cups? The Emperor, that's Aries. I'm not sure I'm liking, okay. What's this Knight of Swords about? What's this Knight of Swords? All right, you know what? I think this is about them, could go either way, but the way this feels, it feels like things just happened too quickly and got to be too much and they didn't want to deal with it. They didn't want it anymore and they need you to back off or to not pursue any longer. They need you to kind of just leave things lie the way they were. Or, you know, just to let things go. To stop the pursuit, to stop wanting to talk to them about it. If that's the case. Hold on. What's this King of Wands about? This King of Wands. The Tower. So this could be Scorpio. This could be Aries. What's this Ten of Wands about? Okay. And the Hermit. That's the World. The Hermit. Knight of Pentacles. The Sun. What's this Sun about? This could be Taurus. What's this Sun about? All right, so you need to, this is in lockdown mode. Consider that this simply was just too much work. That this relationship could have been just just too much work. They might regret the fact that it ended poorly and suddenly and badly, but it's one of those things, you know, that saying, at the end of the day, this and that. So it's like, okay, they might have some issue with the way you two broke up or ended, especially since it was rather unexpected and it was probably quite harsh. But this is someone that just needs things to be this way right now. Maybe they're not telling you why. Maybe you, well, I'm sure you know why. I'm sure you know why they broke up, but it's something that they just don't want any part of right now. They don't want a committed connection. They want to keep their options open, and they weren't feeling it. They just were not feeling this connection, at least to the level that that it was headed in. It could have been headed, you know how things just kind of take on a momentum and all of a sudden it's like, well, I guess we're exclusive, or I guess, well, you know, they didn't want that. And maybe they saw it headed in that direction and they're like, you know what, I just don't want that. Yeah. The thing is, though, we've got work highlighted here also, so it could be that it's because of their work schedule. That they're just like, you know what, I can't devote any attention to this, right? I can't go any further. I don't want to go there right now. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to pursue this. Likewise, they don't want you to continue to try and pursue with them or to negotiate with them. Their mind is kind of made up here. So it's either them keeping their options open, but it feels more like this is about work and a very busy schedule and not knowing where they're going to lay their head next, as far as like, okay, I've got a couple of things, you know, in the works and I'm not sure who's going to pick up my offers, or, you know, I've got resumes out there, that sort of thing. But this is someone that is prioritizing work and networking and getting things off the ground for them, as far as work, career, job, that sort of thing. So whatever you two had going, they don't want that. They want to concentrate on themselves and their career right now. And I think they're wanting you to kind of see it their way, in the sense that, you know what, it's better this way, because it would have been just a lot of stress and work and just if you two would have continued. And, you know, I hate to sound conciliatory, but it feels like that's what they're being here. It feels like they're kind of saying, you know what, we had a good run. It's fine. Maybe we can pick up at a later time. But, it's kind of like they just cut everything off before it had a chance to develop into anything serious. Yeah, I think they just need to be left to their own devices right now. And yeah, they don't want you. This is not to see if you'll come running after them or if you'll make it worth it for them. They're like, nope, I need to be left alone. Don't pursue, don't negotiate, don't come after. And it's not that you're embarrassing yourself and, you know, begging and all that. It's just that this was rather sudden and out of the blue. And, you know, in good faith, you're like, well, was there anything that was amiss? Like, what happened? What's wrong? Is everything okay? And if you aren't talking, maybe you are, maybe you understand a little bit, but the thing is that they just weren't feeling the connection right now because they're so focused on the networking and the being out there and the not sure where their next job is going to take them or where they're going to be called to, because they've got a lot going on, and that is the priority, not a relationship. So while there might have been strong feelings, there might have been a strong love, maybe they saw that and were like, whoop, wanted to cut it off immediately because they just don't want the entanglement right now. It could be that they're going to reach out online or send a letter, send a text, email, whatever, to explain themselves, to kind of, you know, to do that, to explain why everything behind the action. It could be that you two still kind of keep in touch. But as far as anything, being in pursuit of anything of a romantic nature, the laying low. We got someone worried about, or just wanting to focus on their security, like literally with every, you know, I mean, look, if they're sitting on the money, they're holding on the money, they're thinking about the money, like money, future, got to preserve my resources, that type of thing. All right. What else for Aries? Kind of sad though, because I mean, we've got the Two of Cups here and the Emperor and the, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun. I mean, this almost like the potential's there, but now is not the right time for this person. What else for Aries? Temperance. This could be Sagittarius, like this right here. But this is about letting go, letting things be as they are. You don't have to wait. If you want to, you can. But this is about withdrawing to get perspective. It's what withdrawing and kind of being rejuvenated because you get balance and perspective. Look at this, the Ten of Wands twice. I mean, there was a lot of effort involved in this, and you need to heal, you need to rejuvenate, you need to be restored. This was probably a very draining experience just for the amount of negotiating that had to go on as far as like either schedules or just getting someone to even, deem a connection worth it, or a date or whatever. It's like, it's just too much going on. It's starting to make me feel like crap about myself, because it's like I'm more into this than you are, and I just don't feel like you're feeling it. And then lo and behold, here this breakup happens, and it's like, yeah, okay, and then they do some explaining, and you're like, all right, well, and it just, the Two of Cups is really featured here. So I mean, the potential is there, but I really do hope that they reach out and explain, because I think they regret how things ended. It probably had to be that way. I mean, this could be somebody that got like immediately deployed, or all of a sudden the job offer came through and they had to show up in a week and they had to get out across the coast or something. Or, I'm sure there's a good explanation. This person doesn't feel shady. It's just now was not the right time, and they do regret it, but it had to be this way. So we got Temperance here with you kind of finally getting a break. This is not withdrawal, isolation, and loneliness. This is purposeful withdrawal to heal. So we got the Hermit, we got Temperance, and we got the Four of Pentacles. So this is you pulling back and kind of closing, circling the what? No, just closing down and being unto yourself, at least where this situation is concerned. There should be no more effort on your part, because now is not the time for it. It's not that it can't be, but now is not the time for it. You're just going to be throwing good energy after a vacuum, or into a vacuum. All right. What else for Aries? So we have the color brown, and then it says grounding, stability, and foundation. Let me see if I can help focus that. I'll get my fat piggy fingers in there. All right, so which is exactly what this, it might have been lacking. It might have been lacking the stability, and that was why, we're not really going anywhere. We're just kind of spending time, which I just really want to focus on only this right now. So that could have been what was either up in the air, or it just wasn't secure enough for them, and that's why they ended it. They could be thinking that maybe you were the one that was the one that had a lot of, irons in the fire, a lot going on, and they're like, I'm just not feeling it because you're not prioritizing the relationship. I mean, this could be you that has so much going on, and they're saying to you, like, look, unless you can come back with this sort of plan for being, long-term longevity or security, then I'm out. I don't want the wishy-washy. It's just too much work. So, I mean, it could be reversed, but this is about someone, in this case, I'm thinking it would be your person, but again, it could be reversed, that had a problem with things just not being able to be secure right now, stable, consistent. Their focus is elsewhere. So even though this very well could be what they wanted, everything about this could be what they wanted. It was stable, secure, trustworthy, all of that. It's not the right time for it. And because of this breakup, it might have left you a little shaken. This is about you regaining some stability and groundedness in your own life, kind of pulling back and just getting yourself back on track. All right. What else for Aries? What else for Aries? What did Aries person say to them? I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. Well, there you go. All right. How fitting. Okay. Did I do that one? I did. Okay. All right. What else for Aries? So, I mean, it's not that, again, it's not that it's shady. It's just this person's got to do what they got to do. I do, honestly, though, it feels like they are not happy with the way things had to end, though. They do regret that. And I feel like they are going to come back to kind of try and clean that up or explain it. And you two still might keep in touch. But that could be why there's this real need for you just to get grounded again, because you're kind of left pretty shaken by the way things sort of rapidly devolved. What else for Aries? What does Aries need to know? What else for Aries? She's somewhat... Okay, so we got 4 of Pentacles reversed, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles reversed. So this is someone that they're not looking for that stable, committed connection right now. And they don't, it's not about working on the relationship. It's not about resolving this or anything. This is about someone trying, whether it's about someone needing to find work, steady, stable employment, and they've cast out a lot of nets. And a romantic involvement right now with anybody is low priority. Because they really want to regain some security and groundedness in their own lives. So I think once their focus is off of that, like once that's underway, the security, once they feel better about that part of their life, there might be them reaching back out. There might be them finally being ready to take it to the next level if you are still around. Because some of you could be like, well, screw that. You know, I was willing to this or that. Or they could have at least explained. They didn't have to just up and go. Could very well be that. The thing is, this is also because of them feeling insecure and not being able to have much to hold on to right now, or nothing in the works. They don't want to work on anything. This is not about working on the relationship. It's not the connection that's a problem. It's this person needs to handle a few things. That's the problem, or if there is a problem, it's that and there's nothing you can do. This is not something for you to fix. It's not anything you did. It's them with their own life. They need to attend to this issue. And it kind of left you in the lurch or left you in the dark. But this is about, I think that's why they want you to pull back and to not wait or to be open or anything like that. Because it's nothing you did. This wasn't about you doing anything wrong. They just have to do what they have to do. They have to do something else right now. Please try to understand, like what this says right here. Okay. All right, Aries. So if you're beating yourself up, don't. You get to do you now, because this was just too much. Too much. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.